Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Today we're talking about One Punch Man, chapter 158, the latest chapter in the series. I want to talk about some things, some discussion, some review about what happened in this chapter. Pretty sick chapter for sure. The 2v1 of my boy Metal Bat and Garl versus Sage Centipede. Really cool seeing that played out. Unfortunately though, it looks like the 2v1 might be done as my boy Metal Bat at the end of the chapter is fucking laid out. And I guess it's gonna be Garl versus Sage Centipede now, right? That's what I'm thinking at least. Looks like it's about to be Garl versus Sage Centipede for however long that even lasts, because if you remember, which you should, at the end of the chapter, my boy Garl just rips dude's heart out or his core out or something and tosses that shit into the stratosphere. So that's pretty cool. We're going to see how that plays out in the next chapter, hopefully for sure. A lot of questions about evil natural water still didn't show up at all in this chapter. Same with Saitama. They didn't show up at all. This chapter was purely focused on the Sage Centipede shenanigans and the helicopter and everything going on there. Which was pretty cool, by the way. That part was also pretty cool, seeing all the heroes and stuff come back for the one time with the snipe, the teamwork snipe they pulled off. Even though it might not have done much, it was pretty damn cool still. That's what we're going to be talking about today. What possibly happens moving forward, who knows? But without further ado, let's do this shit. So I went back and I read a bunch of chapters to try and understand what's going on right now with Sage Centipede, right? And his core, obviously, because it's hinted at in this chapter, right? That Garl remembers the core. He remembers it because, like, it was a part of Orochi, or was he wearing it? Some shit like that. That's what I wanted to understand. My goal in doing that was to find out if Sage Centipede is Orochi and Orochi is Sage Centipede. And my conclusion is that I don't know. I really don't know. But I found out some interesting things that might be interesting to you guys if you're struggling with the same question. I know there's a bunch of you guys who already think that Sage Centipede is Orochi, and maybe there's some of you who don't think that. But there's a few panels. There's a few panels that tell a lot, that are pretty damn telling. The first one I want to talk about is way back in time. Should I get the chapter number? Let me get the chapter number. Hold up. The chapter is chapter 92. This is the panel where it's Psychos. This is the origin of Orochi, right? When Orochi is first created, right? Then she's like, oh shit, this is Monster King Orochi, right? That's the panel, right? And you see in the panel, he's got no cloak, because that was the first thing that was confusing me, is what if the core was just a part of the cloak, right? No, he has no cloak. You visibly see the core a part of this dude Orochi's body, which is pretty important, I feel. I feel like it's pretty important because you see obviously the core all around him and all the panels. He's visible when he's in his base form, I guess you want to call it. He's got the core hanging all over the place. It's a clear characteristic of his design, right? And in this panel, it looks like it's a part of him. It looks like it's a part of him, but this doesn't conclude anything for me. It doesn't conclude anything for me, because what if he's a vessel? What if Orochi is just a vessel and this core was like an egg, right? It was like an egg that was waiting to summon the fucking Sage Centipede, right? That's one thing I had in mind. That's one thing I had in mind regarding Orochi's core. But in this panel, you clearly see that it's a part of him. So that's step one. That was step one for me. The other panel I was looking at, the other Orochi form I was looking at, was when he merges with Psychos, right? When he merges with Psychos, and he has that little egg. He has that egg on his forehead, right? It doesn't look the same as the core, but one could probably hypothesize that the core is probably hidden in that egg, right? That's my thought, at least. And he's still, protecting it and shit. It's very important to him. So that's another panel that was pretty important, I feel, because this core, this theme of this hidden like gem type thing in Orochi's forms and shit is recurrent. It keeps happening. I couldn't see if it was in the version of Orochi that got cut out, right, from the redraws. I didn't check those because, I mean, they might come back at some point in the future, right? I also didn't check the new ones. I don't even know if you could probably see it in the new ones. I don't think that matters, though. These were the two panels of Orochi that interested me the most. So we know that. We know that the core has always been with Orochi. So my question is, did Sage Centipede come out the core like a fucking egg? Or is Sage Centipede just Orochi? And like the core took over Orochi's body or some shit. Those are two things that I would like to pose to you. I don't necessarily have the answer. Maybe some insight on it will be dropped next chapter, since the core has been, you know, removed from the body of Sage Centipede. So we're gonna see. My guess right now is, honestly, Sage Centipede is probably Orochi, or like some variant of him. I don't know. I could like see like Sage Centipede taking over the Orochi body, to you know, like transform fully into Sage Centipede. My only problem with this whole thing, though, my only problem is Orochi's a fucking human. This guy was a human, bro. Orochi was a human, and he turned into a monster. That's my only problem. I feel like the monsterization process probably can't go that far to become fucking Sage Centipede, right? I feel like it can't go that far. Maybe it can, who knows? But yeah, that's one of my issues. That's one of my issues with this whole talk, right? So maybe it's not Orochi. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on this one. Based off that, I don't think it should be Orochi, right? I don't think Sage Centipede should be Orochi, but they're definitely connected, right? They're definitely connected because my boy Orochi had that core on him since day one. So the significance of the core is pretty interesting for me. It's kind of interesting that they threw the core inside of my boy Sage Centipede, and Garl just saw that shit, ripped it out, threw it in the air, right? That's interesting to me. I don't know how they're going to include Orochi in all this, man. I really don't. Like I said, I've been preaching this since day one, and maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I don't think he's dead. I don't think Orochi's dead. I don't think he's just going to die from some rubble, right? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, it's kind of weird how Orochi gets taken out in the grand scheme of things, right? He just, you know, he links up with Saitama and shit. He's in the rubble. You see the fucking mural on the wall and shit. And that's the last we see of him. So it's kind of weird. It's yeah. I don't know about that. But that's kind of all I wanted to talk about in regards to Orochi's core and what it means, since it was inside Sage Centipede. Or maybe it was never Orochi's core. Maybe it was just an add-on to his monsterization. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's weird. But Orochi and Psychos, I'm never going to stop preaching the Orochi Psychos propaganda, because they're coming back at some point. For sure. And if they don't, I kind of think that's a wasted opportunity if they don't come back, to be honest with you. But hey, we'll see. Anyways, next part. It's kind of weird, actually, because chapter 92 has like the whole Orochi, like, you know, the Orochi introduction, right? How he was created, the Orochi origin, right? You see him in like his human form and shit. He's walking around. Psychos links up with him. Boom. Now he's a monster. This is also the chapter that brings up like the monsterization thing, right? How you could continuously die and then you like get stronger and shit. So that's weird. Interesting chapter. Definitely an important chapter for sure. But anyways, now I'm done. Now I promise I'm done. Swear to God. Metal Bat. Garo. Yeah, I think Metal Bat's done, right? I think he's laid out. He's done. He's out for the count, which is sad. I mean, props to Metal Bat for sure. I think he came out in this matchup and he put some respect on the Metal Bat boy's name. I think that. I believe that truly. Cause this dude was hanging in there. This dude was hanging in there against fucking Sage Centipede, bro. Which I think is insane. I think that's absolutely insane, man. He does get laid out in the end, but hey, he was swinging. He was swinging his little metal bat all over the place. He was doing damage. He was cracking shit. It was nice. Unfortunately, though, I think he's done. I think he's done, which leaves the roster of S-Class heroes getting pretty damn thin. It is getting very thin out there. Who do we got? We got my boy Saitama. He's still there. Obviously, he's not going anywhere. This is beyond S-Class heroes, right? This is just people who could fight with us, right? We got my boy Garo. He's obviously slaying shit up. He's about to, like, do some shit with Sage Centipede. We got those two. I keep getting reminded that Pig God is on the scene. I don't know why I keep forgetting him, but he's there. He's going to do something. He has an ultimate move, right? We'll see what that's all about. I feel like, I'm really reaching, right? I'm really reaching for S-class heroes that could do something in this arc. I feel like Atomic Samurai is like half, right? He's like he's damaged. He's like not fully damaged though. Like he took some damage, right? Using the Sunblade and shit. But he's not as bad as like other people, like Tatsumaki Genos Metal Bat, right? Like he could do something. He could like wave a sword around, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's a reach. Maybe he's also not going to continue to fight in this arc. Who knows? Same goes with all the other samurais, I think, who are still on the scene. Who else? Bang is, yeah, he's fucking knocked out, right? Bang and Bomb, they are out of the count for sure. We are running out of S-class heroes. Darkshine is not, yeah, he's not hanging out. Fucking Child Emperor, right? Puri Puri, what's up with them? Yeah, we're running out of S-class heroes. This leads, well, see, this is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because we're also running out of monsters. I mean, the only two monsters that are posing a threat right now are Sage Centipede and Evil Natural Water, which, by the way, who even knows what's up with Evil Natural Water? Is it dead? Is it not dead? Who knows? That's the current situation, and then eventually we're going to get to God, right? So, it's kind of a good thing that we're running out of heroes because it is coming to an end. It's coming to an end pretty soon. That's at least how it feels, right? That's how it feels to me. So that's a good thing, I guess. I guess it's a good thing, even though everybody wants to see their favorite S-class hero get a major fight, right? I know I did. I know I did for Metal Bat, and he kind of got that, but it wasn't like a major fight, you know? He was just helping out the boy Garl when you think about it, but he did some cool shit. But unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're nearing the climax pretty damn quickly. That's how it feels to me, at least. And some shit is gonna go down for sure. And it seems like a lot of these S-class heroes are not really gonna be partaking in the shit that goes down. Rather, they're just gonna be spectators. So get ready for that. Get ready for that for sure. If I had to count on my hand how many people can fight, it's definitely Saitama, Garl, Pig God. Like, I don't think Child Emperor is gonna fight. I think he's probably like out of like toys and shit, ammo and all that shit. Same with Puri Puri, he's not gonna fight. King, you know, he's around. Hey, King, the King gang, come on. And that's like it. That's like it, dude. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. I've seen people call out for a My Mask to combat at some point because obviously he has some relation to Blast and all that shit. And if you're related to Blast, somehow you're related to God, right? So yeah, that's something that could happen for sure. That dude got laid out, right? So he's like, yeah, he's like regenerating or some shit right now. But yeah, we're running out of heroes. That is the theme right now of One Punch Man, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it for sure. Literally anything could happen, but we're gonna see. In next chapter, I think we're gonna get some, hopefully some Sage Centipede action, some answers about Orochi. I don't know if we'll dive into Evil Natural Water yet. I think the stage is set for next chapter to be about Sage Centipede and Garo and Orochi and what's going on there. But hey, who knows? Anything can happen. But guys, that's the video. That's all I had to say. Let me know down below. What do you think the relation is between Sage Centipede and Orochi? That's what I'm most curious to hear from you guys for sure. I will have a preview prediction video out sooner than later when the chapter gets nearer to getting dropped. Stay tuned for that. One Punch Man, shit is getting hot. That's for damn sure. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.